Alright, so this is a video just to kind of explain what's been going on in the background, because I'm going to start recording what the fuck I'm doing rather than just putting it on my Snapchat, because of some spastic telling me that he actually finds me funny. He's the only one. But yeah, so I'm just going to give you a brief explanation and all that, just so then any random person that watches this isn't there like, well, what the fuck happened, you know? Alright, so we've got two bottom ends here. We've got three sets of barrels and a cylinder head, plus lots of bolts, dipsticks and bullshit. Right? So, why do I have these two bottom ends? Well, I'll tell you. Right? So, my blue YBR, which is currently over there in that house, right? My YBR blew up. Right? It had this barrel on it here. Why are you crying? Do you want to shut the fuck up or not? Right. Excuse me. I'm trying to record a video. Right. So, my engine had this top end on it with that piston and this cylinder head. Right. Everything was running brilliantly. Not right. So I've got an R125 injector, a straight through exhaust, and an open air intake. A recipe for disaster, basically. Right? Oh my god, stop crying, you can't. Right? Okay, you can cry that time. Right. And basically this piston here, it looks a bit scored, doesn't it? Apart from this side. This side's a bit more polished. But yeah, it looks a bit scored up. It was so scored, in fact, I'll show you a photo, to the point where it actually permanently compressed the piston rings. I mean, I've taken the rings out, so it's like freed them off slightly, but they were permanently compressed, so there was just oil fucking going through, there was shitloads of blow-by coming out my oil breather and shit like that, right? And then I bought this barrel, and this one, I didn't think it came with piston rings, and it had this piston on it, right? So, I took the rings from this barrel and put them onto this piston, which are now up here, right? And I had to re-gap them and everything, and the rings were just fucked, basically. And I just kind of had to put them on there to get my bike running just for a few weeks. And that was a recipe for disaster. My bike wouldn't rev past 7,000 RPM. I had to change the spark plug every day, and it then ended up scoring up this barrel and piston. Fun! And then I bought a new barrel and piston, which is currently on my YBR over there, which you can't see because it's in the house. But yeah, I then bought a new one, just to then find yesterday this one did come with piston rings, and they're on the floor over there. Because it was a shit heap in there as well. This place was covered in shit everywhere. Not anymore, but it was. So it was hard to find anything. But this one came with piston rings. So I ended up destroying a cylinder head, destroying a barrel and piston, for nothing. Like, what the fuck? That's clipped. Where's the dog gone? Oh, there he is. Oh, mate. Just making sure. Alright. And then, basically, what's also happened with this head is because I just keep taking the spark plug in out every day, something must have gone wrong, because the threads inside the spark plug hole there, you can't really see it very well, but they're fucked. There's like no thread left in there. Right? The spark plug literally shot out whilst I was riding, and you could press the spark plug in, try turning the engine over, and just go boop, and throw the spark plug out. Banter though, isn't it, really? But yeah. But this head, apart from that, is semi-decent. But it's all gunked up on the valves and all that. That's after I've tried cleaning it off. But yeah, I can still use this head, I just need to get it helicoiled. And I couldn't get my EGR blank off, so I had to make one DIY, but I'll show you that in a later video. It's funny. Right, so that's all that. Right, now this bottom end here. What is this one? This is from a Yamaha XT125, had a 150 kit on it, which is that middle one. Right, oh yeah, by the way, that's my... Oh yeah, I've already said that. That's my original bore. That's the one I bought. This one's from the XT. Right, and that's the XT piston, which was also scored to shit. Right. But this one here, I was told, this one was a complete engine when I got it, I was told that the crank was gone, which is why I've written on it, crank, if you can read that. But after looking at the piston, I think it could have been piston slap the whole time, to be honest, or a bit of a bent rod. Because if you look at the rod really closely, it doesn't look bent, but if you just really stare at the rod, you kind of see a little bit of bending, but nothing significant, you know? So that's why I've got this bottom end. This one came literally how it is right now. This is what it looks like. Got the rings, got the piston, but no top end at all. It uses a different timing chain, this one, because this is a Lexmoto engine, but it is a YBR engine, if you understand me. Like, I've had a YBR, whole YBR top end on there, been ready just to time it up, just to find out this chain is different to that chain. I had to take everything off because it wasn't going to fit. But what I was going to do is put my original barrel on there, because my barrel itself isn't too bad. The piston was in the worst condition. So I was going to try and get this one running with the old barrel. Right? But now, what's wrong with my YBR at the moment? Well, this is a timing chain guide. Yeah? I'm just gonna turn my lights on, see if we can get any better lighting for it. No, that did not make a fucking difference. Okay, let me turn my torch on my phone. Right. This is a timing chain guide. As you can see, it's got 2 grooves on the outer edge and it goes down. That's for the chain to slip inside, yeah? Right, let me just grab the chain and show you. Look, the chain goes along like that. On my YBR, one whole side is missing. Like, not just a little line, it's been like, it's worn itself out in half. Yeah? And there is literally no pressure on my timing chain. Like, I've got the tensioner on it, which is one of these, right, at the back there, that's a tensioner. Got that in there. It's got enough tension, but not much at all, and you can hear the chain going as you're riding. So, I've got to think pretty quick, because this one's got a different chain, which means it's got a different crankshaft, just, right, so I can't use that crank. This one's got reported crank problems, right, so I'm going to have to reuse my engine and put this chain guide in it, but that means I have to take the whole top end off, take all of this whole side off, this cover here, which has got the stator and all in it, and this side of my engine block, just to change this. Just to change one bit of plastic. And it ain't worth me taking it to a shop or anything, because I know, one, I know what to do, but two, it's just, I don't know. Currently, I'm trying to think of whether I should just get a fucking written off YBR, convert this whole bit under my bench here into a test bench for these engines, and then try and use that engine as well. I'll just find one that's got a crumpled front end or something, been rear-ended by a car, gone through a lamppost, anything. I'll just try and find something that will run, but has like frame damage and bullshit like that, so I can literally just take all the wire and loom, carbs and everything, make a running test bench under there. Look at all this shit. So you can see this piston was brand new, but it was burning oil like fuck. Like, I literally had to change the spark plug every day, otherwise the bike wouldn't run. It was fucked. Right, it took me 2.5 litres of oil to go to Bournemouth and back. 2.5 litres of oil. Ooh. Play with the brightness. Wait, let me play with the brightness over here, see what happens. Ah. Oh, that's mad. But yeah. Also, one thing on my YBR. You see this has got a thread in it here, yeah? It's focus, you bastard. Anyway, there's a thread in that hole. Right. And that is where your intake air temperature sensor goes. Right. This thing, actually. Hallelujah. It's got a 9mm thread in it. Out of all the taps I've got, my 9mm's missing. Mad. So, I've had to, in my head, it had just the bit here, but it was like flush over, so I had to drill the holes in it, ready for it. Everything's all drilled out, but I can't put a thread on it. So it's currently running without that sensor, so it's running like a bag of shit still. Won't rev up past 9,000 RPM and shit like that, you know. Yeah. I think it's about time I showed you the bike, innit? Let me go get the bastard. This is the clapped BR125. Well, my dog hates motorbikes, and he can hear one. What are you doing? You shithead. Yeah, this is a clapped BR125. You little bastard. What do you think you're doing? Huh? Huh? Anyway, someone can hear my motorbike, but yeah. So this is the YBR125. It's got a eBay headlight, what are you saying? With a eBay H4 LED bulb. Here you can see good old cylinder head from the XT engine. Mint condition cylinder head, really. Brand new barrel. Bottom end from my YBR, like the original bottom end. It's got the little black things missing, but I took them off on purpose, I don't like them. Some asshole scratched the tank the other day because he's a cunt. They also let all the air out my front tyre, but you know, they'll get what's coming to him eventually. My side panel flew off on the M3. Well, no, it didn't fly off on the M3, I mean, it flew off going down a private road. My side panel flew off on a private road. It's got a ripped seat. It's got blue. It's got more blue. It's also got autism. If you look right here. Yes, boys. It's got. Let me sneeze quick. Fucking Elmish. It's also got 33k miles on it, but about. I think the bottom end's got about 38,000 miles on it from someone else's bike. The indicators are shit. Tail light's shit. Wiggles around like your mum. Alpine Star sticker. Fuck it. Here's that sensor missing. All drilled out, ground flat and all that. Here's the wire. Engine management light's always on when you start the bike and run it. Heap of shit. This clock's held in with a zip tie. Been like that the whole time. I crashed it, dented the tank, and had to replace the master cylinder, so I just took one off a ped I had. But it's got the sharpest brakes of any bike I've ever ridden, so who the fuck cares? Chain's alright, chain ain't bad. I've just got black on my toes. If you got a foot fetish, let me know. I'm joking, do not let me know. But man's also ripping pink zip ties. Yes. I love them pink zip ties. What we got over this side? Clean the bike over. We've got the dent from where I crashed it. A dent from where I got angry at it. My panel's got a 30mm bolt going through it because it melted and warped out like that. EGR blank. The best EGR blank you'll ever see in your life. Hell yeah. Straight through exhaust. It's literally just a factory one cut in half. Look at these pink old zip ties. Wow. Pink tings. I can hear that motorbike. Oh! I just smacked the YBR. I can hear that bike again, so my dog's gonna go crazy. Yeah. My poor YBR. Look at it. Vern, you little prick. Shut your mouth. Annoying little cunt, isn't he? Who are you barking at? Yeah, he don't like motorbikes. At all. I've also got this special edition red horn. The clock's melted here as well. When that panel melted, they melted here as well. The bike wasn't on fire. It's about 3 meters away from a fire, but somehow that was hot enough to still melt panels. But yeah. But the best part about everything is this: the eyeball dust cap. Don't fuck with me. But yeah, that's just let you know what's going on for them future videos. Got another straight pipe under there actually. Thought I'd mention that. That was shit though. But yeah. Hope this cleared a few things up for anyone watching this after watching new videos, and for anyone that's just watching this as a first video, fuck off, basically. But yeah. Bye kids.